Hi guys. In 2022, you guys asked me not in 2022, last year at the beginning of last or the end of last year, you guys asked me to talk more and more about Cambly. And while that is my goal, and we are definitely going to talk more about Cambly, today I want to share with you some alternatives to Cambly because just because Cambly is the only company that I teach with doesn't mean that has to be the only one that you teach with. So let's get to it.
Hi guys.
Welcome everyone to the first episode of Teacher Daesha's Thoughts. Thank you so much for joining. Just for those who are live, I am trying to be live on Instagram as well, but it is not working. So we'll just, remove that. All right. So welcome everyone. Again, today we're going to be sharing or talking about 10 more companies like Cambly. And for the first 15 minutes, I have some prepared information for you guys that I plan to share. And then afterwards, we can get into a Q&A session. So welcome everyone. So if you have any comments, just leave them and write them and I'll look at them in a few minutes. But first, let's just talk about these different companies. So actually, while preparing for this video, I found an article that talked about 21 places to teach English online, and it says with no degree. So we're going to look at that and see if that's actually the case. Maybe even see if you guys have heard of these companies. So let's pull up that article. Need a quick water break. So here we have 21 places to teach English online with no degree. It says up to $35 an hour in 2022. So it's a very intriguing article to me. So let's just see. Let's see what they have to offer. So the first company that this article mentions is Palfish. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know how I feel about Palfish. Palfish in the past has not been very good to me, has not been very good for me. But I do know there are some teachers that are still on Palfish. So this particular article says that Palfish is a mobile app available for Android and Apple devices. The company offers two jobs. One is for regular teachers, which can be applied to by non-native speakers as well as native ones. The other is the Palfish official teacher position. While both pay well, becoming an official teacher will give you more consistent hours. This is my personal opinion on Palfish. I would not apply to Palfish. Okay. So again, these are not companies that all of these companies I will not have tried, but Palfish I have. And just for the simple fact, it takes a lot of marketing, self-marketing to try to get your students, unlike Cambly, where the students kind of just come to you. So for me, Palfish is a lot of extra legwork with not a lot of extra advantages. Now, there are some teachers that have had much success with Palfish and are even sticking with them to this day, but I personally am no longer on the app except for one student of mine, and that's just because we've established a relationship. But I don't particularly care for Palfish, but if you want to look at that option for you, that seems something you're interested in. The rate could go up to $30 an hour. I have never received that amount teaching with Palfish, but again, you can look at that. So the second option is Cambly, and we all know about Cambly. But so Cambly can't be an alternative to Cambly, right? So the next one we're going to look at is Preply. Now, some of you have even mentioned Preply to me. And Preply is a platform that allows you to tutor students online. You can create your own profile and set your own rates ranging from $10 to $45 per hour. And different tutors specialize in different areas, but you will be able to teach English online with no degree. You can decide what students you want to teach, create your own lessons, and design curriculums. So a little bit more about Cambly or Preply. a little bit more about Preply, you can teach more than just English. You can teach math, Spanish, if you're bilingual, science, so many other things. But I do believe there is a commission. There is a commission with Preply. And again, you have to market yourself. Even though you want to be paid $45 an hour, if most of the other teachers on the platform or in your niche or your subject of teaching is priced at $20 an hour, then you might have to go down to $20 an hour just so you can get attention on your account. So keep that in mind when doing more research with Preply. So far we've talked about two companies that are alternatives, Palfish and Preply. But now we're going to look at Amazing Talker. Now, this was pretty interesting when I looked up this website. I've tried to apply to them before, but again, I have not found a company that has been as ease of applying as Cambly has. But it says Amazing Talker, I can't talk today. Amazing Talker is a company that gives students offline and online lessons in a variety of languages and lets you teach English online with no degree. In addition to teaching English, you can teach any other language of which you're a native speaker. Though you don't need a certification to teach English online at Amazing Talker, the company does prefer that you have experience with teaching. So one reason I wanted to include Amazing Talker in this article and not skip past it is when I go into Amazing Talker and say, estimate your potential earnings, and say I want to teach English, an average part-time worker works 20 hours a week. So if I want to teach English for 20 hours a week and I just want to do it part-time, it said I could potentially make up to $3,000 a month, which was crazy for me. And recently, another online teacher friend was interviewed or did a live with another teacher friend talking about Amazing Talker and the potential that it holds. But again, I do believe there is a commission. They do have a commission where they take a percentage of your teaching income. So let's see. It says requirement certification preferred, but not required. Some teaching experience. $8 to $15 hourly. Class time 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. Minimum hours per week is 10. So again, even though you can teach without a degree, it's still very unlike Cambly. Like I'm trying to find a great alternative or a very similar alternative to Cambly. The thing that I personally love so much about Cambly is the ease of access to signing up. The lack of experience. You don't need experience. You really don't need a bunch of equipment to get started. You can simply just log on and show up and start making money and get a PayPal in your account next week. That's how simple it is to work with Cambly. They don't take anything out of your account for any reason, and you don't have to have minimum hours per week to teach. But we see that it's not always the same for all companies. So the next one we have here is Schema Talk. Schema Talk? Schema Talk? Schema Talk hires native English speakers with no degree to teach English to adult students. The majority of students are Japanese business people who want to learn business English. If you've taught business English before, you will have an advantage. It's also advantageous to be certified for helping people pass ESL tests. Lessons are held in blocks of 25 minutes. Students pay in virtual coins. The trading system is set up through the company. Depending on your level of experience, you might make anywhere from $10 to $16 per hour as you work. Class times are 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. And the minimum hours per week are 15. Certification preferred, but not required. So again, you have a minimum hours a week to teach, and you can't just have free talk. Like most of the time, there will be business English conversations, and you will need to brush up on that. Unlike other companies where you can just simply have free talk. So let's see. So far, we've talked about Palfish, we talked about Preply, Amazing Talker, Schema Talk, and let's see if we can find some more. So Verbling. It says, because Verbling has such a high rate of pay, they are also one of the most competitive platforms. You will need to prove that you're an expert in your field and a skilled teacher. If you do pass the application process, though, the hourly rate begins at $18 and can go as high as $28 an hour. But yeah, that's nothing like Cambly at all because it requires 2 years of experience, certification preferred, and the rate though is $18 to $28 an hour, and class times 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. Minimum hours per week is 5. So that's the lowest minimum hours a week I've seen, or per week that I've seen. Now, one thing that I keep seeing is about experience, having experience. As you know, Cambly doesn't require experience, but the companies that have higher rate of pay do. So pretty soon, I'm going to be sharing some more info with this subject with you guys. But what I would recommend, if you do want to work at these companies with a higher rate of pay, but don't have experience, use Cambly. Use Cambly as a launch pad to gain that experience. And that way you can be more competitive on your profile, on your on your profile. Okay, so now we're going to look at Italki. And Italki is an online marketplace rather than an online school. Freelance teachers sign up and then advertise their services. You can teach languages other than English and is open to many freelancers regardless of qualifications. That said, having a teacher certification or past experience will get you more students. Certification preferred but not required. Rate $3 to $35 hourly. Class time 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. Minimum hours per week 0. So to me, that one is a bit dangerous. I would be very careful with them because the rate could be as little as $3 an hour. I would be very careful because there are a lot of tutors on the platform that are providing like $3 an hour to or $4 or that little. It could be very competitive. As it says, it's an online marketplace rather than an online school. The next one we have here is Lingoda. Lingoda is a company that hires native English speakers to teach English to small online classrooms. The average class size is about 5 students, so if you're more comfortable teaching groups than one-on-one sessions, this might be a good option. Another plus for working for Lingoda is that all of the lesson materials are provided, so there's no need to design your own curriculum. This is really nice for those who are like me and dislike lesson planning. So it does require certification. Why is it on here if it requires certification? Like, why is this included in the article? The whole point is for those who don't require certification for experience. But if you do get the TEFL certificate, which I doubt if this is just wanting a certification in TEFL, it might want a bachelor's degree. So I would look more into them. But if you get your TEFL certification, teach for 2 years on Cambly or another place that allows for no experience, then you could move up the rank. Use Cambly again as a launch pad. All right. And now we have one more we're going to read from here. Then I want to tell you guys about 2 opportunities. I'll say 2 or 3 opportunities that I know of personally that aren't on this article. So Open English is the largest ESL provider for students in countries in South America. There's a high demand for teachers, and reliable teachers are given full schedules. Pay raises are given over time, with pay being determined more by seniority than by qualifications. This is great for those looking to teach English online with no degree, as teaching qualification is less important in hiring and in pay determination. You must commit to a minimum of 25 hours per week. No. Like, most of us who are working in this field are looking at it as a side hustle, as a side gig. So I personally, I know I cannot teach for 25 hours a week, but and it's not even a very high pay rate. It's like $15 an hour, class time 6 a.m. to 3 a.m. So yeah. So that is what this article has to share with you guys. If you want to look more at the other companies, I will share the link in the description. But now let's talk about the two and possibly three opportunities that aren't on this, weren't on that article. Okay. So the first opportunity is something we've discussed before on this channel, which is making your own or getting your own students, becoming a teacherpreneur, where you can basically just try to find your own students among social media or other platforms that allows you to do so, or even creating your own website to make or get your own students. So that is a lot more challenging. Was that a correct sentence? That is much more challenging to do, um, to actually put forth and to get your own students. But I would definitely try LinkedIn. LinkedIn has definitely helped me. When you go to LinkedIn, there are going to be professionals that are looking to improve in certain areas for their career. So try that out. But again, I wouldn't like just quit your job and say, oh, I'm going to find students on LinkedIn. That's something I would work my way, build my way with. If you want me to go more into that and how to design curriculums, how to market yourself, I can share with you what I have learned from other teachers, other instructors out there. The second platform that I've heard about is Native Camp. Now, Native Camp, I plan to do a lot more research about them in the following days to come. But so far, a lot of teachers are signing up with them. There's even like a $50 sign up bonus for the referral and the referee. And also, there's $9 per class per 25-minute class, which is like $18 an hour, give or take. So it sounds pretty lucrative. So again, I'm trying to learn more about it, see if I can sign up for it. But in the meantime, look and see if there are any other teachers on the platforms, on YouTube, on Instagram, and see if they have more to offer about Native Camp. Again, I can't get, that's all I have right now. It sounds like a great opportunity. So do your research. And the third opportunity, I can't say much about it, but because it is a possibility and it's also in the developing stages, but it is with an app called Hello Talk Live. So recently I was reached out to through email about an opportunity to teach with Hello Talk. So I've been trying it out. It seems really cool. Hello Talk is an app where you can talk with different language exchangers. I personally downloaded the app to see if I can meet with or exchange language with those who speak Korean, because that's what I'm learning. But again, I will alert you when I have more information. So that is it for the companies that are like Cambly. If you want to know more information, please leave that in the comments below and let me know. And I will continue to do more research about Cambly and also about other opportunities to make money online. So thank you for listening. And for those of you who are on the video, because I'm recording this video, okay, for those of you on the live, I'm recording this for a video for a future date, so that way you can get it in a shorter time frame. So for those of you on the video, thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. And for those of you who are on the live, let me know if you have any questions. I see we have some comments already. So let's see. Hello. I see a lot of hellos. Hi. So I see here, let's do it. She says she is 17. And that's something else that I want to look more into, because there are a lot of, I can understand being like a high schooler, wanting to make more money, wanting to have a bit more freedom, and it's harder to get a side job, I would say, now as a high schooler, because most of the side jobs would be like a barista or working at a fast food or at a retail store. But if you want to be more safe, or you really don't feel comfortable doing that, with the pandemic still happening, then I am going to see if I can find some more opportunities for you guys. And if you were on Instagram when this first started, I tried to be on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. I don't think it's going to work out. But we'll see. We'll see for the future lives to come. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Are there any questions? If you have any ideas or anything that you want me to discuss on a future video, and also hello Twitch. This is my first time being on Twitch, and I've never done it before. So I hope it worked out on you guys. I'm using this awesome platform called StreamYard, and it's working out great. That's how I was able to get all of these nice little overlays and things. So tomorrow, I plan to talk more about OutSchool with you guys. So I don't want to spoil that. I still have to edit that video and get it out to you guys. And that's all. That's about it. That's about all that I have planned for today. So if you guys don't have any more questions, feel free to check out all of the socials that you see on the screen, and also my website. I am writing more and more articles about teaching online, and also different ways to make money online. So go there, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, let me know what you want to see. So I really enjoyed it, you guys. Thank you for being on the first episode of Teacher Daesha's Thoughts. And if you missed it, you can always listen to me on Spotify, where I will have the whole recorded version here for you and ready for you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye.